Hi, my name is Luis Quiones,
My name is Jeremiah Crespo.
and our podcast is on Charter Driving School. Being distracted behind the wheel. Cell phones, music, food, and even text messages can pose serious distractions to drivers. In some cases, drivers will even text their backseat passengers.
Risk of driving, ignoring traffic signals or school zone signs and changing lanes without checking blind spots. The difference between risky behavior and distracted driving is that risky behavior is deliberate, while distracted driving is often the result of ignorance.
Problems with speeding. A 2005 study by the National Institute of Health in Washington, D.C. found that teens drive an average of 1.3 miles per hour faster than all drivers as a whole. In turn, IIHS reported that speeding factored into roughly one-third of all fatal crashes. In 2005, when teenagers were behind the wheel, 50% more fatal crashes happened between 20 to 49-year-olds.
Passengers cause problems. Teens frequently overcrowd their cars, cramming 5 or 6 into a cabin meant to seat 4 or 5. Worse yet, the extra passengers often result in teens driving more aggressively. The NIH study found that when accompanied by male passengers in front seat, teens of both genders speed more and leave shorter following distances. A quarter of the drivers in the study broke the speed limit by 15 miles per hour or more. Researchers confirmed that the same trend for teenage girls driving with other girls, but teenage boys drove less aggressively when girls rode up in the front. The distractions of carrying too many passengers can have serious consequences. A 2000 study by IIHS and Johns Hopkins University said that with 2 passengers, 16-year-old drivers were at nearly double the risk of having a fatal accident than if they were driving alone. With 3 or more passengers, the risk was nearly triple.
Influence of alcohol. An annual study by the University of Michigan and NIDA reported that in 2008, 40% of high school seniors surveyed said that they drank alcohol in the past month. When teens drink and drive, they are even less likely to practice safe habits like seatbelt usage. Of the 15 to 20-year-olds killed after drinking and driving in 2003, 74% were unrestrained, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. A study in 1999 by NHTSA and Maastricht University in the Netherlands found that after low doses of marijuana, reaction times worsened by 0.9 seconds when moving at 59 miles per hour in test conditions. That translated to an extra 78 feet of travel. With both alcohol and marijuana, reaction times were 1.6 seconds or 139 feet worse.
Close encounters. At 60 miles per hour, a typical car needs between 120 and 140 feet to reach a full stop. Most SUVs require an extra 5 to 10 feet on top of that. Consider that 60 miles per hour translates to 88 feet per second, and it's easy to see why maintaining a proper following distance is a critical step in preventing accidents. Unfortunately, many teens fail to do so. In the NIH study, teen drivers left nearly 2/10 of a second less following distance between the car ahead and than did general traffic. Even at 40 miles per hour, that's 10 feet less stopping distance.
Buckled up. The lack of usage on many young drivers' sense of invisibility, which also factors into teen speeding. Fortunately, many cars today have seatbelt reminders that flash warning lights or chime until belts are secured. Call them annoying, but they help keep occupations buckled.
Can't handle emergencies. Knowing how to avoid an accident comes with driving experience. Young drivers can only learn so much in the classroom, which leaves learning maneuvers like straightening out a skid or how to apply the brakes correctly to real-world experience. Speeding and distracted driving only makes things worse, as they compound the lack of experience by putting drivers at higher risk of encountering an emergency situation in the first place.
Fatigue can affect more than just the valedictorians and star athletes. Three-fourths of teens in the State Farm CHOP survey said they had observed their peers driving with fatigue across the general population. NHSTA estimates the fatigue and sleep deprivation contribute to some 100,000 reported crashes and 1,500 deaths each year.
Cheap budget leads to problems. Too often, a combination of tight budgets and high style leads teens to pass up important safety features for larger engines and flashy accessories. That doesn't just mean forgetting to check tire pressure or picking a car with a sunroof instead of one anti-lock brakes. It can also translate to buying oversized SUV wheels that look fancy but reduce highway stability, or getting a performance stereo that drowns out potential hazards a driver might hear, such as ambulance sirens.